kind of windy today, so Ron's busy strapping down the tent. It's our first run with the new 5-person Alps Mountaineering Merrimack. And we're using about 50 stakes. We are in campsite number 54 in A Loop. What a beautiful view. And there's a restroom right over there. So, just outside of Gilbert Ray Campground is Brown Mountain Trail. It's just a quick drive out the entry. We thought we'd go check this out. So I have to tell you a story here that's kind of funny. As you might notice from my accent, I grew up back east. I'm from North Carolina originally and lived part of my life in Florida. So I obviously did not know anything about the desert until I married Ron, who's from this area. So on our first trip to visit his family in Mesa, Arizona, we were driving out from where we were stationed back east, and we came around a corner and I saw my first saguaro cactus. And I screamed at the top of my lungs, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" Ron almost had an accident, but he stopped the car and laughed, pulled over, let me jump out and take some photos. We got back on the road and came around another curve on the highway, and I yelled again, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" So needless to say, it took quite a while to get to his parents' house. It was very funny. So here we are, 30 years later, finally visiting Saguaro National Park. It was very exciting for both of us. He'd never really been to the national park before, and of course, I was fascinated with desert wildlife and flora and fauna. I just couldn't get enough of cactus. So we now actually live in the desert Southwest in New Mexico, but this was a great trip for both of us. Unfortunately, it was very windy this day, so we did not get to go very far on the Brown Mountain Trail. It was gorgeous. We both really loved it, and if we ever get back to Tucson, we will definitely do this hike again. But we knew that tomorrow we were headed to Saguaro National Park, so we would get in some great hiking there. So we called it a day after just maybe a mile. It was beautiful, lots of saguaros, and we highly recommend this trail to anyone coming to the area. Its location to Gilbert Ray Campground is amazing. You could literally walk from your campsite to the trailhead for this hike. We returned to our campsite and started fixing some dinner, and after dinner we went for a walk out on one of the trails around the campground to try to take some sunset photos. It was still very windy. Well, the sun is going down. We're out getting sunset photos, walking around the campground. It has been a windy day. But We still have tomorrow. So since we're not allowed to have any type of fire, we're probably not going to be sitting outside for long. We'll be heading into the tent and saying goodnight here. So see you in the morning. We just had a little breakfast and just chilling, finishing our coffee, and I think we're gonna go down and wash some dishes and walk around a little bit before we pack up. Sunrise in the desert. We are headed down to wash our breakfast dishes. There's a dishwashing station in the middle bathroom. As you can see, all different sizes of rigs here. There are tents all the way up to large Class A's. So there are plenty of sites for any type of setup you have. Right there's somebody with a little tiny tent. Today is Friday, so the rest of these sites will be filling up. Probably sometime today when we check out. So here's the dishwashing station. It's even got a nice sprayer and hot water. Cool. So Gilbert Ray Campground is on the west side of Tucson in the Tucson Mountain State Park, right south of the west side Saguaro National Park. Just enjoying the desert in the morning. So what do you think of the campground?
I like it. It's nice, big, got space between most sites.
Yeah.
If you're doing a tent, you might want to look at the tent only because all the other ones have gravel.
Yeah, we had gravel where we had to set our tent up, so it was kind of rough. Luckily, we had a tarp. Nice big bathrooms with flush toilets. There are no showers. Most of the campsites in Loop A, like we're staying at, have electric hookup, but there's no water sewer hookups. But the location's amazing. I mean, we're right in the middle of a beautiful mountain area surrounded by saguaros, beautiful trails. We hiked Brown Mountain Trail a little bit yesterday. It was just so windy we didn't go very far. Definitely think we will return to this campground. We might bring the trailer next time instead of using the tent, and it would be better. It would have been better with this wind, because with a tent you really can't get out of the wind. But I definitely recommend this campground, but you got to get reservations. Check the website that I linked below and see if dates are available when you want to come.
Good morning.
I think this cactus is telling us somebody's safe at home plate. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. And in the comment section, tell us what you liked. And ask any questions if you have interest in Gilbert Ray Campground in Tucson. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And as I always say, get out there and hug a tree. Just not a cactus. Don't hug a cactus.
You like my new crown?